against a host of other things as well. And they're also high in potassium, magnesium. What were some of the other ones? Some of the B vitamins in particular, and potassium we need more of for sure. So a lot of the iron as well. So a lot of the nutrients that are kind of harder to come by, manganese and magnesium. So yeah, they're just kind of like little packets of like little nutritional powerhouses. And if you think of them as a seed, because that's what they are, they're a seed. The seeds are what, plants grow from. So they have to have a lot of nutrients in them in order for the plants to grow from a seed, right? They have to have all kinds of carbohydrates and all kinds of nutrients in them for the plant to grow from a seed. So seeds are always good for us to eat. Pumpkin seeds, all kinds of seeds, sesame seeds.
I did not know that they were a seed, actually.
Yep, they're actually a seed, and they have a really thin coat, and that's why they're so easy to cook. And the red lentils, their coat is removed and they're sliced, and that's why they cook so fast and they're so thin. So that's just, yep. And but they're in the legume family. They're considered a legume. They're actually considered a pulse. Sometimes they're called pulses too.
Oh, nice. We have someone in the chat, Tanya, who would like the recipe for the cookies. So if you want to email me that recipe, I don't think I have it. And then we'll send it out to everyone, I'm sure. And if anyone makes them and wants to bring them to LCAC so I can try them, Camille and I will try them. I bet they're really good. Actually.
I can actually bring you some. I still have some around.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're really good cookies. I would I think they call for 2 cups of chocolate chips. I'd reduce the chocolate chips a little bit in them, but they're just a nice cookie. Yeah,
that's great.
And it's a good way to get kids to eat lentils if they won't eat them. You kind of sneak them in there. And honestly, I'll tell you a little story. Is one day when I was working, I had found out about this recipe a couple of years ago, and I said, I'm going to bring these cookies to work, and I'm going to ask them. I'm going to we put them out on the kitchen table, and everybody would come and take them, and I'm going to quiz them and say, can you figure out what the secret ingredient in these cookies are? And I had this little prize for the person who could figure it out. And not one person guessed lentils. Somebody said black beans, maybe they got a little bit close, but nobody could figure out that it was lentils. It was not from the color, not from the taste, nothing. And everybody was really surprised. So,
wow. That's awesome. Yeah, it's always a good way. I mean, obviously most children love cookies. And I feel like if they're going to eat cookies anyways, you may as well slide some lentils in there, Might
as well just throw them in there. And again, it's really easy to make. It's just cooking the lentils just like we did with just water and lentil and just pureeing them. And it gets like a pumpkin type consistency, kind of like a canned pumpkin. That's what it looks, what the consistency is. So it's easy to slip into the cookie. So yeah, no problem.
So I'll just ask if anyone has any other questions that have come up. Feel free to unmute yourself or type it in the chat. And I also wanted to let people know that we get lentils in the pantry, and we often don't give them out necessarily because we don't get enough for everybody. And so we are going to give them to people who are in this class if you're interested, so that you can make some of these recipes at home. And then you can also always reach out to me through email if you want to request something like lentils. If you're eating well, I won't even say on the healthier side, but if you're experimenting with lentils, or if lentils is something that you often eat, we don't always have them, but right now we do. We have a bunch of lentils we've been sort of collecting. So that was part of why we did this, why we chose lentils for this class. But so yeah, I will make sure everybody gets lentils, and you'll have to, as class participants, you'll have to keep us posted. If you make some of these recipes, maybe take some pictures for us, and let us know how they go. I'd love to see pictures or videos, or just an email to let us know how the cooking at home went.
Yeah, I would love to know that too. I could send you, Erin, also another link for a vegan bolognese video if you wanted to see. So there's a couple of them that I have, and that's a really nice, easy Italian, Italian dish that you can use with lentils. Also, lentils are really good. You can make a really simple lentil stew. So you could just like saute up some onions, some carrots, some potatoes, even a little tomatoes, kind of make a sofrito kind of, thing. And then add the lentils to them, the brown lentils, and some water, and cook it, for about 20 minutes, half an hour. And you could have that vegan, but you can also add, and this is something that they do often in Italy, is add, a couple of like a sausage to it. And you wouldn't be using a lot of meat because it would be more like a condiment. So you can kind of slice up a couple of pieces of sausage and throw that in there and mix that with the lentils. And I know that you get a lot of those things. So that's like perfect for you to use that together. It's a great, simple little stew, really easy to come together. Basically, the longest is to make sure that the lentils are cooked and the potatoes are cooked, and they cook about the same time, like 20 to 30 minutes. And you can just put any kind of seasoning blend you want into it. But if you wanted to go, simple, like some thyme and some basil and some oregano, that's easy enough to do. And that's a really simple, easy meal. And you can do it with almost any type of sausage you want if you wanted to add it. And I also wanted to mention that the tacos too. Now I made vegetarian tacos, but if you wanted, you could, you could add a little ground beef to it if you wanted to, say you were making it for the kids and you're not sure they're going to eat it. You could always add, say, a half a pound of ground beef and make the entire taco recipe, or even a quarter pound, just to have a little bit of meat in there if you wanted, like to test the waters with the family. That might be an option too.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, but honestly, you wouldn't miss the meat in that recipe. It's really, it was I was actually impressed, really impressed with it. So, but those are other things that you could do.
Great. Yeah, I've done a little bit of experimenting with lentils. Not much. I plan to do more. Maybe I can share some. But last week I made yellow dal, which is an Indian recipe. It was good. Yeah, yeah, I think for me it was like the timing of how long to cook them, because they sort of become really soft. At least the yellow. I think they were yellow. I think lentils.
Yeah, they're just similar to the orange one, these like, red ones, the yellow ones. They break down the same way. So they kind of get really soft and creamy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really easy to make a curry. And basically, if you used curry paste and coconut milk and lentils, and maybe some tomatoes or tomato paste, you've got like a magical lentil curry really quickly with only a few ingredients. So it's pretty easy to make. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's really easy as well. And again, red lentils is the star in that one. But just a couple of ingredients if you happen to have them around. Like I said, curry paste, coconut milk, and tomato paste. And that would be about it almost. So yeah, easy. It's easy to experiment with lentils.
Yeah, that's great. So Camille and I will send out to everyone in the class, we'll send out a follow-up email with a short survey, and just letting people know that if you want to receive lentils to let us know in the reply email, and then we will get you some lentils.
No,
I'm
good.
excited.
Yeah, and I'll get you those recipes. If there's any other recipes that you're interested in, or any other flavor profile that you want to experiment with lentils in, let me know. I can always find something for you. Again,
sounds great.
they're eaten all over the world, so they're pretty. They can. They're so versatile. They can adapt to almost any cuisine.
Awesome. And I think too, in our email, I'm sort of thinking out loud, but I would love to ask the people who are participating, what other foods do they want to? I know, Diane, we talked about a few different, like beans, dry beans. What other foods do people want to have classes on? Just sort of recipes and different ways to use things, maybe that they get at the food pantry or that they just wanted to try. So I'll ask that as well, because I just think it would be really fun to hear.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And thank you everyone for coming. You will hear from us shortly, but yeah, this was really great. Thanks so much, Diane.
Well, thank you. Thank you all for coming. I hope you learned something, and I could give you some ideas of doing some things with lentils.
Definitely. Yes. All right. I hope everyone has a great night, and I will see you all soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
For smile. Thank you. Have a lovely smile, and it was very blessing to see all of you. And thank you to all the staff. They coordinated this class. It was very blessing to me, and I'm very excited about the high favor and the nutrition. You know, I really enjoyed it. An excellent coordinator. Start with you, Miss Erin, and Miss Diana. You did an excellent job. I really enjoyed the class. And thank you to Miss Camila and Elsa and everyone, to the staff. Excellent job. I highly appreciate everything you do for us. This is
awesome.
a blessing.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Your beautiful smile. That was a gift from me.
Oh.
You. Thank you so very much. Bless you and bless your family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell your husband I say thank you for the help. That was so nice to go and get the battery and everything. That was very kind. Thank you. Again.
All right.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Erin, for letting me participate.
No, thank you so much. It was wonderful. Okay, I think everyone's logging off.
So
Slowly.
I guess I'll just log off too.
Okay. sounds
Okay.
good.
I'll
We'll
talk
speak
to
soon.
you. You can always
Okay.
call me if you need anything.
Sounds awesome. Thank you. Right.
Bye.
Bye.